People didn't chase Jesus because he was famous. They chased him because he made them feel human again. Crowds followed Jesus everywhere. Hillsides, deserts, villages, marketplaces, even when he tried to rest. They followed without being asked. No posters, no campaigns, no public relations team, no social media, no brand strategy, no microphones or stadium screens. And yet thousands walked for hours and pressed through heat, dust, hunger, and exhaustion just to be near him. Today, we live in a world obsessed with attention, followers, likes, engagement, visibility, algorithms, reach, impressions. Everyone wants to attract people. Everyone wants influence. Everyone wants eyes on their life, work, brand, or message. And yet, most people barely manage to hold attention for 10 seconds. So how did Jesus attract crowds that stayed for hours, days, sometimes forgetting to eat because they didn't want to leave? Not magic, not performance, not manipulation, not charisma, not spectacle. He attracted people because of who he was, not what he advertised. And if you study the way he interacted with ordinary people, the broken, the rich, the proud, the sick, the rejected, the hungry, the confused, you discover 7 deep, powerful, human secrets that made him irresistible. These 7 secrets are not religious tricks. They are deeply psychological, emotionally intelligent, and universally effective, whether in leadership, business, creativity, relationships, advocacy, community work, content creation, or personal life. Let's go deep. Let's go human. Let's uncover the 7 secrets of a man who moved hearts without a single marketing strategy. Secret 1. He made people feel seen, not scanned. Most people move through life invisible. Invisible at work. Invisible in their family. Invisible to society. Invisible in their pain. Invisible in their dreams. Invisible in their failures. Jesus had a way of looking at a person like they were the only one in the world. He didn't glance. He didn't scan. He saw. He noticed the woman hiding in the crowd, the blind man shouting from the roadside, the tax collector up in a tree, the child everyone ignored, the sick person pushed aside, the man pretending to be strong but collapsing inside. He didn't just see faces. He saw stories. And that is magnetic. People run toward the person who finally sees them. Today, most of us are busy proving ourselves, busy achieving, busy surviving, busy protecting our image, busy pretending. But real influence begins with a simple skill. Look at people long enough to truly see them. When someone feels seen, they follow you, not because you ask, but because you remind them they exist. Secret 2. He gave people value, without asking for anything back. Everyone you meet carries a silent fear. Maybe I'm not enough. Not smart enough. Not attractive enough. Not successful enough. Not moral enough. Not talented enough. Not wanted enough. Jesus spoke to the value inside people long before they ever proved themselves. He didn't wait for the leper to be clean to embrace him. He didn't wait for the fisherman to stop doubting before calling him. He didn't wait for the woman at the well to fix her past before honoring her. He didn't wait for the sinner to become perfect before speaking to his future. People followed him because being around him made them feel like they were worth something, even when society called them worthless. And here's the modern truth. You don't attract people by showing how valuable you are. You attract them by showing how valuable they are. Influence flows toward the person who makes others feel like they matter. When you speak to someone's value, you open a door inside them. And once that door opens, they will follow you out of trust, not pressure. Secret 3. He spoke with authority, not performance. Authority isn't volume. Authority isn't aggression. Authority isn't an intellectual show. Authority isn't fancy words. Authority isn't certification. Authority is alignment. Your message, your life, and your intention are in the same direction. Jesus' authority was simple. He meant what he said, and he lived what he meant. That level of integrity is rare. People are tired of performance, tired of polished scripts, tired of sales pitches disguised as advice, tired of influencers pretending to care, tired of leaders pretending to listen, tired of experts who don't live what they preach. Real authority is quiet, steady, grounded, and felt. When Jesus spoke, people didn't say, "What an entertaining speaker." They said, "He speaks like someone who knows reality, not theories." Authority is attractive because it gives people stability. It gives people clarity. It gives people direction. When you speak from truth, not performance, people listen. Secret 4. He listened like a healer, not a judge. Listening is almost extinct. Most people don't listen, they prepare to respond. Most people don't hear, they wait for their turn. Most people don't care, they pretend to care. Jesus listened with an intensity that made people open their entire life in one conversation. He didn't rush them. He didn't interrupt. He didn't dismiss their pain. He didn't minimize their experience. He didn't use their vulnerability against them. He listened with full presence, a rare act of love. People followed him because being around him felt like emotional rest. In a world filled with noise, the best way to attract people is not to talk louder, but to listen deeper. When you listen to someone's story, you don't just gain their information, you gain their trust. And trust is the foundation of influence. Secret 5. He touched the untouchable. People loved him because he wasn't afraid of them. He wasn't afraid of their sickness. He wasn't afraid of their poverty. He wasn't afraid of their shame. He wasn't afraid of their past. He wasn't afraid of their brokenness. He wasn't afraid of their reputation. He reached for the hand society avoided. He embraced the person society rejected. He invited the people society condemned. And once someone experiences acceptance in a world that constantly rejects them, they cling to the one who gave them dignity. Today, we attract people by showcasing perfection, flawless photos, curated posts, filtered lives, controlled images. But perfection creates distance. Humanity creates connection. If you want people to be drawn to you, remove the barrier of superiority. Show warmth, gentleness, and the courage to touch the parts of people others run from. People follow those who make them feel safe, not judged. Secret 6. He gave hope to the hopeless. Not delusion, but direction. Hope is not magic. Hope is not fantasy. Hope is not fake positivity. Hope is not denial. Real hope is the ability to see a path forward, even when everything looks blocked. Jesus didn't give people unrealistic dreams. He gave them something more powerful, the belief that their life wasn't over. To the sick, you can stand again. To the outcast, you are still worthy. To the sinner, you can begin again. To the lost, there is a way back. To the grieving, this is not the end. To the fearful, you are not alone. To the ordinary, you are capable of great things. People followed him because he showed them a future when they thought they had none. If you want to attract people, don't offer false promises. Offer real hope, grounded, actionable, honest. When someone feels their future reopen, they stay close to the one who helped them see it. Secret 7. He impacted people. He never tried to impress them. Impressing people is temporary. Impacting people is immortal. Most influencers chase visibility. Jesus chased transformation. And that changed everything. He didn't try to look powerful. He made others feel powerful. He didn't try to appear wise. He helped others become wise. He didn't chase popularity. He chased purpose. He didn't seek applause. He sought lives. He didn't try to be admired. He tried to awaken people. People followed him because their lives were different after being with him. The greatest secret of his influence is simple. When you stop trying to impress people, you finally become someone worth following. Impact comes from authenticity. Impact comes from purpose. Impact comes from truth. Impact comes from love. Impact comes from courage. Impact comes from giving more than you take. Jesus attracted crowds not because he tried, but because he lived in a way that met the deepest human needs. To be seen, valued, heard, accepted, guided, and transformed. His influence wasn't built on strategy. It was built on humanity. If you want to draw people, don't try to look perfect. Don't try to appear important. Don't try to impress anyone. Become the person who sees others, honors them, listens deeply, speaks truth, gives hope, and impacts lives. And people will come, naturally, without force, without begging, without tricks. Influence flows from authenticity. Crowds follow purpose. Hearts follow love. And real attraction happens when you stop chasing attention and start giving people themselves back.